Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Antrax, and today I bring you my Focus Dilemma build. Now, the reason I'm using Focus instead of any other chest talents is because Focus, believe it or not, is the most highest damage talent that you could get on your chest piece. If we're gonna compare Focus with Glass Cannon, the regular one gives you 25% weapon damage. Perfect Glass Cannon, 30% weapon damage, but you take an incoming 60% weapon damage. With the regular, I get an additional 50% weapon damage. If you wanted to use the perfect one, you can get up to 60% weapon damage. Now, the reason why I went with the regular is because Iraldi only gives you 10% marksman rifle. And with this build, you want to have as much crit damage as possible so you can do more damage. So I went with the Grupo Sombra, 50% crit damage, and I'm also using the exotic mask. The reason why I want to use the exotic mask is because if we're going to my spec with the MK16, I'm sitting at 47 crit chance with 185 crit damage. Now, I don't want to waste crit damage for crit chance because with the exotic mask, since I'm using focus, you don't want to be up and close and personal. So you want to be fighting NPCs 15 meters and up. So NPCs within 15 to 25, you get 10% crit chance, 10% crit damage with the exotic mask. NPCs further than 25 meters, you get an additional 25 crit chance. Now you want to keep that range between 15 and 25, so you can get 57 crit chance and 195 crit damage. Now, my main weapon is the MK16. I'm using Focus. Focus is already a really hard talent to use because you have to be at least with a scope 8x. So it's really hard to keep your gun stable. So the MK16, since it has a 625 RPM, is extremely smooth. Now, my MK16 is not max. I'm missing about 5.6 health damage, but I was lucky enough to get a really good raw one. So I'm using Optimus. Weapon damage is increased by 3% for every 10% missing ammo missing. Now you could use Strained here, but since you're already using Dilemma, you're gonna get an additional 40% crit damage. So Strain is not gonna be really useful, because at some point I'm gonna hit a cap on crit damage. So Optimus is really good. On my secondary, I'm using the classic M1A with Rifleman. It's gonna give me an additional 50% weapon damage when I'm landing headshots. And on all my pieces, I'm using crit damage mods. And as an attribute, on my Dilemma pieces, crit damage everywhere. Sorry. I'm using the revival hive, and I'm going for the firewall. The reason why I'm using the firewall is because I want to use this mod. Usually you get either 5% crit chance or 5% crit damage. With the firewall you get 10% crit damage. And I'm also using crit chance here and that 8x zoom, which gives me an additional 30% headshot damage. Now let me clear this control point so you can see the build in action. Now you don't have to use a shield, but if they get close to you, if you want to see the rifle in action, $3.5 million with the rifle. She's really good amount of damage, even though the classic M1A got a nerf. Guys, this is one of the best builds that you could be using right now for PvE. That was in a heroic landmark. Again, MK16, Orpheus Dilemma, Group of Summer Chest with Focus, Exotic Mask, and the MK16. I hope you guys like the build, and I'll see you on the next video.